Okay, we're back again with another session. I know I kind of ended the other one abruptly, but like I had to really go.
For the fall.
Jin Alcatraz. Hello. But I really had to go to the restroom, so that's why I abruptly. Hello. How you doing? Yeah, I kind of guessed. So, yeah, this is mostly what I have. Like right now, I'm doing skills. Here's like the nobility that I was talking about. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I was so you were like really like you were hearing like the tears and like how you could like be basically at one point be like a space marine. Well, with the cyborg, you can eventually be a transformer from Transformers. Like that was just another idea I had. Anyways, I think where was? Oh yeah, here are not tiers, skills. Um. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Yes. I'm trying to think if there's like anything for background skills that I wanted to add. I think I want to bold this so that it's easier to see. Free skills. I guess I'll get into free skills since I can't really think of anything for background skills right now. Free skills. Free skills are skills that every character has some form of, so it's like running, jumping, it just depends on how well. So every character has like some form of ability to do, just depends on how well. All free skills start out with no dots. But are filled in normal. Are filled in normally with no so the way I plan on doing background skills are like knowledge, geography, leadership, um uh like knowledge. A lot of knowledge skills come from background, like knowledge guns. The background skills are mostly going to be like knowledge stuff, or like survival, or cooking. Like there's going to be a cooking skill. That's a background skill. Some background skills can also be class skills. Class skill just means that they automatically start out with like 2 dots in it. And that outside of like advancing a tier, you can't increase that really easily. There's also like a limit to what you can increase a class skill to. Actually, I didn't want 2. I think I wanted 1. No, that wouldn't make sense because they all started with 2. So yeah. So basically, it's like, so for like class skills, they can't increase it anymore on like character creation because the limit is 2 because it's characters tier plus 2. When they upgrade a tier, it becomes 3. And they can choose to upgrade one of the skills or not. Actually, I think I want to add this. When the character goes up a tier, they can put in 1 dot for a class skill. And that's how they specialize. So if let's say they're a mage, a class skill would be Magecraft, which would... So, the way I plan on doing magic is like, at least for like regular spellcasters. So I think the spellcasters I plan on having are like Sorcerer, Wizard, Witch, which is like slightly different from Wizard. They're more like a druid wizard like thing. I'm still debating on whether or not to have that in there. Like trying to think of like others, like warlocks. I'm still debating on whether or not warlocks are a mage or like under specialist. Because specialists are like your pilots, your like talisman makers, your array makers, your rune crafters, your mechanics, your engineers. But it's also like but I also want them to like a talisman maker. They got like some class, like some of their class, like another mage, class skill would be like runecraft. So a talisman maker would have runecraft, but they would also have like it would be like a warrior skill. I'm trying to think. It would be like throw, because you know you throw talismans. And throw would be a warrior skill. Or would throw be a free skill, now that I'm thinking about it, because anybody can throw something. So maybe not throw. Maybe that would be like a sub skill where it's like throw weapon. Or like throw, actually it would be accuracy. Accuracy would be a warrior skill. And that would be, you would add accuracy plus throw for modifiers to roll. Did I tell you what the rolling system was? What I had planned on for like the rolling system? I don't know if I told you that or not. I didn't tell you about the rolling system. So the rolling system, I plan on is you roll 2d20s. It's very similar to D&D, except slightly different. So the rolling system. Every roll that is used for a thing that requires a roll, unless stated otherwise, roll 2d20s. You roll 2d20s. The first d20 is the normal roll with the bonuses. The second d20 also add bonuses. Only comes into effect if there is a crit, whether success or failure, or if there is advantage or disadvantage. If there is a crit success, check the crit success table to see what extra bonus they get for the scene. If it is a crit failure, check the crit failure table to see what detriment they get for the rest of the scene. In the case of advantage, take the higher roll, and if a crit success, use the T20 as the check for the table. In the case of disadvantage, take the lowest roll, and in the case of a crit fail, use the other D20 as the check for the table. In the case of both D20s being a crit success, the character or thing gets a +1 bonus to whatever they were rolling forever. Because, like, that's like such a rare chance of that happening. I know it's happened, but it's like such a rare chance that it's like they should get something for it. In the case of a D20 rolling on a crit failure, they get a -1 to whatever they were rolling. Do not look at the crit table. Don't bother. In the case you roll doubles on the D20s, exceptions of nat 20s and nat 1s, something special happens. In the case of a success, the character gets a boon for that roll or situation that is left up to the GM, whether it is extra damage or extra lore that is almost not known, or the next roll that is related to the current roll, they have advantage. In the case of failure, the character is given a detriment for that roll or a situation that is left up to the GM, Whether it is the character now has advantage on the next attack roll against them, they forget something very important, or the next roll that is related to the current roll has disadvantage. So that's like the basic rolling system. I guess I haven't gone into the modifiers for that, because that's like skills and ability scores. Anyways, back to free skills. Every character has some form of ability to do, just depends on how well. All free skills start out with no dots, but are filled out normally with no extra cost. Challenging skills. Challenging. Hold on, I want to fill that in. Challenging skills. And I need to spell check that. Mouse, where are you? There you are. Man, I really messed that up. Are skills that the character doesn't get from their class or background. So basically, like other background skills, or no, I think that's wrong. Yeah, there we go. So it's basically like other class skills and other background skills. So like, in the case that they like go into, because I think I'm gonna have it very similar to Traveler, like what Sheepy showed us yesterday. They either go into the academia, the academy, which is like where most specialists and mages are probably going to go into. They go in just straight into a job, which or well, most mages are gonna want to go into or specialists are gonna want to go into the academy. Going into a job, some specialists will probably just do that. They'll just go into a job. And then military academy, as you know, military academy, most warriors will like come out of that, but there are some warriors that will like have a job. And then they'll go through those, and they'll be able, so similar to well, depending on what they basically get a free like background skill from that. So like if they go into they just go straight into a job. What job was it? They get experience on the job. They get they basically just get a free dot in that skill. Then we go into stars without number backgrounds, sort of. I'll go ahead and put that on the screen. Let's see here. So basically, in the case of Barbarian, you have growth, which determines like what skills, not skills, if you have your ability score improvements, and then you got learning, which is like the actual skills you get, and you get to roll instead of like the 3 times that's like in Stars Without Number. You'll get to roll 4 times. This I think is what I'm going to have. Anyways, challenging skills. Characters don't get them from, if they don't get them from class or background, they're challenging skills. So let's say you're like a warrior and you went through like military academy. You don't know anything about magecraft, or you don't know anything about engineering, or you don't know anything about complex arithmetic, which I think is going to be a thing that I'm going to add, a skill that's a background skill, is complex arithmetic. You know arithmetic. You know, you if you go into an academy, you will get basic arithmetic. Actually, no. Even if you go into a job, depending on the job, you will get basic arithmetic. Actually, no. I think that's a free skill. Everybody gets basic arithmetic. I think, because I think in this society, everybody is like goes to at least through middle school. High school might be a little bit different, but or junior high. We'll say junior high or middle school, whatever they call it, because it's like very different. Like they call it both in the over here in America. Anyways, and because of that, if they want to learn that skill, if a character wishes to learn one of these skills, they have to have a narrative reason and the cost to get 1 dot is doubled. Oh man, I just realized I'm gonna have to make all of the like. I haven't even decided on like I've decided on these being like the tier 0 classes. But I haven't decided on what are tier 1 classes, cuz I'm basically making a class tree. So you start out with warrior, and then you go into like fighter, or archer, or actually no. Archer would be like tier 3. No, I think archer. Archer would still be under warrior. So you would have no, fighter wouldn't be a class. I think fighter actually would be tier 3, not tier 2. Because to me, a fighter means you can wield any weapon, and you can do it in any armor. So, after warrior, you would have swordsman, shield master, archer, gunslinger. Well, not gunslinger. Rifleman. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna do these right now. No, that's not what I wanted. So, like, swordsman, shield master, archer, rifleman, like trying to think of like what else would be under warrior. Spearman, pugilist. And I, of course, misspelled that. Thief. I don't want to go with instead of thief, rogue, but to me, rogue is like more advanced than a thief. Alrighty. Good seeing you, Jen. Hope to see you again in Sheepy's Discord. Ugh. I'm actually gonna go and get rid of this. Because this is basically done. Like, well, no, I haven't. Actually, filling out skills are fine. I've set the rules for, like, filling out. Just not what is the cost. I guess I'll go ahead and put that in now, because that's, like... Cost? What you what the players use to buy dots for skills is determined by the ability score that they are under, yeah, determined by the ability score they're under. The total skill the total, we'll say skill points is the skill points the player can use for skills under that ability under their respective ability scores is the ability score minus 8 but with a minimum of 2. So at minimum, they will have 2 skill points to use under that ability score, whatever skill they want. So I would probably recommend, if you don't have above an 8, put it into the free skills. Or put it into the free skills, or put it into a background skill. I think I'm gonna put this in here. When to roll skills. When you roll skills, it means that there is a challenge and that it is difficult for the character to do whatever they are using the skill for. example, for pilot, for pilots, for pilots, as long as they have, for piloting, I keep on butchering that. For piloting, as long as the character has 1 dot, lifting off in a no stress situation is not difficult or challenging. Or in the case of flying in the case of doing basic so no roll is required. However, there are some skills that must be used whenever the character character invokes their use. And I keep on, I really like there instead of there, so I have bias. That's wrong? Oh, well. Invokes their use, as with Magecraft, as even though it would be an easy success, unexpected outcomes happen. Instead of some skills, there, however, the magic themed skills, such as Mage Craft or Rune Craft, require a roll every time they are to be used. There will be symbol on the skills that do this. As with magic, there is always the possibility of an unexpected outcome. Basically, the doubles and crit tables are more severe. As in, if it's like the crit success rolls and the double crit, well, actually, the crit success roll table, yeah, it's not great. I plan on making it not great. It's still good. It's just not great. But the crit fail table is horrible. Like if you crit fail like Magecraft, like trying to like remake a spell, you blow up. You blow up. Like and take damage and might lose a limb. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I actually made a lot more progress in this session and the last session than I have in like past like couple of sessions, because I think past couple of sessions I've just been making tables. So I think I'm going to end this session here. Yeah. I think in between this session and next session, I'm going to be making the tables. All these tables. Ugh. I'm just going to put this here. No, not that. Start here. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the session here. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see me do this live. Come on over to the Twitch channel through the link in the description box below. And yeah, I'll see you next time. See ya.